Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Socially Desi Show, the podcast that motivates you to live, create, and inspire. If this is your first time here, welcome. On our show, we discuss tips and strategies with our guest speakers on how to tackle problems related to personal growth, mental health, relationships, business and entrepreneurship, and health and fitness. So hit that subscribe button and go check out our website at sociallydesi.com for more of such content. Today, I'm joined by Mr. Rajat Dua. He is the founder and CEO of Kaios. Kaios is a Delhi-based boutique health and personal care brand that produces high-quality and new-age niche products. The brand strives to resolve personal care issues and other health and nutritional concerns of the consumers. Contributing to the well-being of the consumers, Kaios helps them to lead a healthier, clean, and more rewarding life. What a wonderful way to start off 2022, guys. And we are back. Socially Desi is back, bigger and bolder this year. And today I have Mr. Rajat. So, Mr. Rajat, welcome to the show.
Hi, Anurag. How are you? And I'm really excited to join you for this podcast.
I'm doing great, Rajat. Thank you for asking. And thank you for doing this with the Socially Desi show. Lovely to have you here. And we are talking about personal health. We are talking about nutrition. And we are also going to talk about nutraceuticals industry in the country. So it's going to be a jam-packed session, guys. And of course, we have a very, very special announcement towards the end of the episode. So stay tuned for that because you might get a chance to win something really special. So, Rajat, to start off the episode, before we get into the meat of the discussion, I would love to know about your professional journey so far.
Yes, hi, Anurag. I'm really excited to speak with you guys about all these things. So, like any other Delhiite, I was studying in my BBA. I was doing my BBA in the year 2006. It was about to complete. So in the year 2006, my brother-in-law approached me when I was in the last year of BBA. He approached me to do some freelance work for a client in US. So at that time, there was a website called Elance, which was very popular. Now it is called Upwork.
Okay.
So my father was not very keen that he wanted me to focus on my studies, but I assured him that I'll take care of the studies and I'll also do this work as well. So in the last year of my college, I started this freelance work for a client in US who was doing a lot of research into the healthcare industries at that time.
Okay.
So he wanted me to help him in his research and prepare articles and material for whatever he was writing. So that was the start of it. So when I just happened to research too many stuff online about health and how the healthcare industry in the US is performing, what kind of ingredients people do like and everything else. And from there on, like I did such a good work with the client that he recommended me to other of his friends.
Okay.
And from there on, I also picked up marketing skills. I was into Google AdWords marketing and research and everything else and whatnot. Like I did all kinds of freelance stuff for the next 2 or 3 years.
That's nice.
So in the year 2012, for the first, I built up a really good internet marketing firm in the meantime from these 2 years, and until 2012, I kept on working as a internet marketer, and I worked with various agencies in US and UK who did all sorts of viral marketing in the healthcare sector. So at that time, they used to spend a lot on Google AdWords and advertise all sorts of ingredients and supplements for weight loss, for sexual health and whatnot. And which actually, and in the meantime, I actually also realized that these ingredients that people are buying and manufacturers are making, they are actually helping. There are studies backing these ingredients which are actually helping. So at that time, in India, we were not accustomed to buy products from a very local manufacturer or maybe not a very big brand. But in US, people were doing that at that time also in 2010 or 12 also. We used to buy stuff from various big agencies like Amway or maybe Herbalife or something like that. But people were not very keen to buy stuff from smaller brands. So that in 2012, it captured my imagination, and I first entered in the Indian healthcare sector in 2012 when I opened 2 separate websites for healthcare supplements. One was a snoring product and another was a weight loss product. And to my surprise, it went really, really well. Like initially 2-3 years, we did really well, and we were on top of the markets at that time. So we were doing Google AdWords a lot at that time.
Okay.
Google Ads, because Amazon was not there at that time. No Amazon, no Flipkart was there at that time. So we were actually capturing the top spots in the healthcare marketing spots everywhere. But then when Amazon came in, the competition grew. There were too many brands, and then we realized that we need to like reimagine our brand as to how we can launch, because initially we were doing only single product per website. We were not too much focused on a brand itself. We were focusing too much on the product side, like what we are selling. We couldn't focus. Then in 2017, for 5 years, I worked independently. I was not associated in any of the marketplaces. But in 2017, I championed this brand called Kaios. We initially started very slow with only the herbal teas that we wanted to do. And then slowly we moved into the healthcare sector on Amazon, Flipkart, and various other websites. And then now we are also into the beauty sector of it. So you see, my journey started in 2006, and I guess it's like 2021, about to end. So it's been around 15 or 16 years. So I've been in this industry now.
No, wonderful. I think the whole journey that you have seen, right from being a digital marketer to, launching a couple of products which were a huge hit, taking a break, doing some independent work, and then coming back and launching Kaios as a platform, as an e-commerce platform where you not just have one product, but a plethora of offerings. In different categories. I would love to know more from you, because in the last 15, 16 years, you must have really seen the whole landscape of nutraceuticals grow in the country.
Yes.
Right? It was already huge in the Western markets. I remember when I started doing workouts, we used to get these brands which were imported, right? So there was no homegrown brands at that point in time in India.
Exactly.
We will get all these brands which will be imported by distributors in India. And then slowly and steadily is what we understood what supplements market is, what nutraceuticals is. I think now the Indian consumer, the general public, is more aware of the term nutraceuticals. But I would love to know from you, how has this whole progression, the growth of this category, nutraceuticals, has been in the last 5 years in the country?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The day we started the brand Kaios in 2017, our main focus was only the fact that our main inspiration behind this brand was the fact that there were not many options in India. People buying small things from imported brands. Like we used to buy protein supplement. Even now, there are so many products that we import from US, and many people don't even realize that. When I did my research, I realized that I approached various manufacturers in Mumbai and Gujarat and everywhere. These were big manufacturers, nutraceutical manufacturers, and they were not manufacturing products for India. They were importing the products to US, UK, and Europe, all over the world. But they said there is no demand there. Like, you are the first one who has approached us to manufacture this product for India. But generally we don't do that. So that was one thing that really inspired me to start brand Kaios, because I wanted India to buy Indian products at a very cheaper price as to what they are buying from US, because there you have to pay the duties and everything else. You don't even realize what kind of a brand is it. Even it's just have a US stamp on it. You just think that it's a good brand, and you don't even realize that it is being manufactured in India or maybe Bangladesh or maybe somewhere in Asia.
Correct.
So that was one thing. And this nutraceutical is growing like many folds. You're absolutely right. Like, as per an industry estimate, in the next 5 years, like, it's growing over a 35% year on year every year in India. And in the next 5 years, we are about to reach around $18 billion in the market for India alone. So these are some of the stats that's there in the market. And usually if they're projecting around $18 billion, I would expect that to go anywhere around $20 to $25 billion very easily, because the kind of pace that I'm seeing, like, you tell me yourself, like 5 years before, a person would not even know that what biotin is. Now people know that biotin is there for hair growth, it's for hair fall. And there are so many things, like people are buying supplements for keto. Earlier they only used to, like, at our time we would just buy a supplement for maybe muscle building or maybe a lean fat
Yep.
builder or something like that. Now people are buying supplements for their nails. Now the
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are buying supplements for their hair. Like, they're doing each and everything to cater to themselves. So this is a new trend for sure.
No, absolutely. And these numbers are really, really interesting to know that the industry growth year on year is more than
Yeah.
30%, which
Mm-hmm.
is really interesting. And that is why we see a lot of these brands coming into the market and
Mm-hmm.
experimenting with different
Mm-hmm.
categories, different products. And that is where I think, you have also positioned yourself. When I look at the website, I see that you have different categories under health, under
Mm-hmm.
beauty, herbal tea, the way you started.
Yeah.
So a lot of these products and services, I believe, still has a lot of knowledge gap amongst
Mm-hmm.
the consumers.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, till date, I think, if I take the urban India out of the equation,
Mm-hmm.
the Bharat side of the country
Mm-hmm.
still believes that a lot of the nutraceuticals that we talk about are either steroids or they are banned substances,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there's a huge knowledge gap between natural supplements and banned supplements or
Yeah.
substances.
Yeah.
I would love to know from you, because Kaios focuses on natural ingredients. I
Mm-hmm.
would love to know from you, how do you bridge this
Mm-hmm.
knowledge gap?
Yes, I'll give you a very good classic example of this. Like in
Hmm, hmm.
India, we rely too much on doctor's prescription and everything else. Like,
Yep.
I
Hmm,
once I saw my mother's prescription. She has a spondylitis and everything else
hmm.
related to her joint. She goes through joint pains and everything else. And one day she went to a very renowned orthopedic in Delhi.
Mhm.
And when she came back with the prescription, I read the prescription and it says collagen. There was a brand name written, and the ingredient was collagen with glucosamine.
Okay.
So I told my mother that that's exactly what we sell for joint supplements.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but she said ki nahi, I will only use what Dr. Saab has said. I will only
Yep.
use that
Yep.
particular brand. So it's not about you and me. It's even my mother would only go by what the doctor is prescribing without even realizing the brand they are telling you to take. It's not even known. And the
Yep.
prices that they are charging are too high. I
Hmm. Hmm.
remember there was a supplement called curcumin, a liquid supplement that we used to manufacture.
Okay.
And like curcumin is a haldi based supplement. Like, you take
Hmm.
haldi, there is an active ingredient within haldi, which
Okay.
is very, very beneficial for even cancer patients. So
Oh,
this
okay.
liquid supplement, everywhere in the market you used to get capsules and everything else, but we innovated to get the liquid curcumin
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
people who are not able to take the capsules, maybe small kids or something like that, because it's an
Okay.
antioxidant and it's good for
Hmm.
everybody.
Hmm.
Now
Hmm.
that manufacturer tells me that we do this particular supplement for another doctor as well, who get it through this prescription, and they
Okay.
sell it for 3,000 rupees.
Wow. Okay.
And the same supplement we sold for 499
Oh,
from the same
damn. That's a huge.
manufacturer.
That's a huge, huge
That's
margin.
a huge margin, because that marketing company caters to the doctor's cut over that, because
Hmm.
he's writing the
Hmm.
prescription and everything
Correct.
else. So it's, I'm not saying it's bad, because doctors also wants to make like, they want to take it. They have done the studies and they are doing everything, and they have certain relationships with the brands as well. But because we are not knowledgeable about these things, people can take advantage of our money and maybe of our knowledge, because we are not knowledgeable, and we say, because we know that even if the doctor has written that's good for us, without even knowing that the same ingredient, the same formulation is available in another brand which is
Hmm.
equally good.
Hmm.
So this is one thing. Apart from that, I certainly feel that the young India, the millennials who are coming up uh,
Hmm.
in our industry, like, they are very knowledgeable and they are doing all sorts of research. I
Right.
myself get like questions from my users, like, why are
Hmm.
you using this particular ingredient, and why isn't this particular ingredient is not there in your formulation, which is actually helps us, keeps us on our toes. Because
Right. Correct.
if the users themselves are telling me that we need this kind of ingredient and we need this type of thing, it helps us to grow as a brand, because then we can come up with new and better products. So the bridging of this knowledge gap can, like, we do our best. We write a lot of articles. Even if you go to our website biokaios.com, we have a blog where we have written about each and every ingredient, about like what is Garcinia cambogia and how you can use curcumin, because these are some ingredients, new ingredients which people don't know about, and it can really help them benefit. So blogs are one thing. I'm also in the process of starting my own blog, where I would like to just inform users about various ingredients and maybe how the price points works in the market, because I don't have anything to hide. I don't want people to just judge me that I'm selling something for very high profits. Obviously, profits are good for everybody. You should maintain a certain balance between how you are making profits and how you are also giving back to the industry and making people knowledgeable about the same. So these are some things we can do. Apart from that, I personally think whenever you're buying a supplement from any of the brands, just Google about the brand and the manufacturer, and ask for a certificate of analysis from the company. They are bound to give you. We do give certificate of analysis for all our products. We even put up on our websites and on Amazon as well. But there's no harm about asking. It's just that you need to be knowledgeable, and you should do a slight research before buying any of the supplement on Google or about the company that you're buying from.
Absolutely. And I think there was one important point that you spoke about, which is, so there's brand X, which is selling for $400, and there's the same brand which is selling for 1,000 plus.
Exactly.
Right? Similar brands, different taglines.
Exactly.
How do you really empower the consumer to be more knowledgeable and take the right decision? Because again, like you said, in most of the cases, the consumers will go with what the doctor will say or somebody in the family would say, right? So a word of mouth works more in the Indian society. But how do you change this? How do you make them more empowered so that they can try a new brand based on what the nutritional facts are written on the back? How do you make them more aware?
What I have seen, like, it's all about, like, how do you teach your children if they are not able to understand a certain points? Like, if I tell my son to probably go ahead and read this passage and then tell me what is there, he will not be interested. But if I make it interesting, the information which I am giving him, he'll be much better to read and understand everything. So that is what we try to do in our products and listing. Like, if you go to any of our Amazon listing, it will always have an infographic about the particular product. So what is an infographic? We compile. So if we want to tell our consumers about 5 to 10 points about a particular product, and if you just write one line and the other, they will never read it. But if you make it a very interesting infographic and you show it them with an image or something like that, it really helps to make them understand. Yeah, what is he trying to say? I'll just give you a short example. Like, we have another brand called Nutraceuticals, where we give products only in liquid supplements. Because we know as a fact that liquid supplements are better than capsules or maybe powders, because they have better absorbability in your body. Now, how do you explain that to a user? So when I created this brand, first I thought of a good name. Like, if I have to do only liquid supplements, how do I just champion this brand as to how people can relate to a liquidity and the how easily it is absorbable? So I got this good name of Nutraceuticals, that shark is the most aggressive animal and it's the more empowering animal of the water. So we included this particular name for our. Then we had lots and lots of infographics on our website where we explained as to how a capsule can only give you 20% of absorbability in your body, whereas a liquid supplement can give you 80 to 90%. We also showed them some studies that have been done on this particular thing. So it the same thing other brands may also be saying, but if you do it in a very interesting way, you do it in a very precise and with a lot of helps of infographics like videos. We are in a Like we are in a stage where people read so much on social media, they
Yep.
watch so many videos on YouTube. So
Yep.
we create short videos for them which give them information about all these things. So that is what we, as a brand, what we can do. Like we can
Yep.
inform them in a very interesting way so that it stays in their mind. uh,
Yep.
and then probably when they are making a purchase decision, they'll be very happy to know, oh yes, I saw this particular brand. And there are instances where people also go ahead and talk to their doctors. We have various clinics also who are buying from us.
Okay.
So we have a glutathione supplement, which
Okay.
are being bought by a dermatologist based in Pune. So they buy
Okay.
from us because they know that nobody else is doing a liquid supplement in a glutathione thing. So let me just buy it. And then they even ask for us the catalogs and the maybe a pamphlets kind of a thing where they can give it to
Right.
their consumers and then educate them. Because as a
Right.
doctor, sometimes you may not have these things ready with you, but when we do it in a very interesting way, it's more approachable to the end user, and they are able to understand everything.
Right. So, Rajat, if I have to take a very basic, simple example, and since we were talking about bone and joints, so if I go to Kaios and if I go to the bone and joint section, I see two similar products as a user. Let's say I have zero knowledge about collagen peptides. Okay. Now I go to this category page and I see two products here. I see multiple products, but if I have to decide on which product I should try, then how would you make it simpler for me? Because right now I can see Kaios collagen peptides and then I see Kaios marine collagen peptides, right?
Yes.
So somebody who is looking for a bone and joint supplement, he lands up on this page. How does that person decides which one to buy?
So if you see on our website, there are actually 4 types of collagen. So one is a collagen peptide, which is in a black jar. Then we have a vegan collagen. Then we have a marine collagen. And the other one that we have is a multi collagen that we have. Okay. So all 4 of them, basically, then apart from the first one, the name of the other 3 actually signifies everything to you. So for a vegan collagen, if you're talking, it's a vegetarian source of collagen that we have. It's even written that it's a plant-based vegan collagen. Then for the marine collagen, it comes from the fish. And multi collagen is basically a mixture of all the various types of collagens that are available. Now, if you open the multi collagen thing, there you'll see there are images onto that website. There are 2 types of infographics that we have posted. One that
Okay.
tells you what kind of collagen that it has and what it does, what all things it helps in, and what are the various sources of collagen. So for multi collagen, we have a source from fish protein, then we have a chicken protein, then we have a bison protein, and there is no beef protein in India that we use, because that is one
Okay.
thing that is very that affects Indians a lot. And then we
Right.
need to just specify this, that we don't use any kind of beef protein here. And
Okay.
then if you come to the marine collagen thing, then again you'll have this infographic that tells you as to how where it is sourced from and what it is used for. Because fish collagen is basically the primary, so it is the most expensive type of collagen, and it is the most purest form of collagen, and it helps in all kinds of hair, nail, and skin related issues. Actually.
Right.
Then similarly, if you just go to the vegan collagen thing, then you also realize that it is comes from the vegetarian source of collagen. It is actually a collagen builder, which
Right.
many people just fails to read about, because there are different collagen as a protein only comes from the animal source. It doesn't comes from the vegetarian source. But when you anytime, because it's India and we prefer it vegetarian, so we there are many brands doing it, and we have also done it, that we have brought the vegan collagen builder. So it helps you build collagen in your body, but it's not actually a collagen that you're taking in. Sure.
So it's basically promoting to build collagens. It's not providing collagen.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So
Yeah.
there are processes that goes in our body that helps you maintain and build collagen through vegetarian sources, but it's not actually collagen. And that's exactly that
Correct.
we have also mentioned on our website through an image, that it says that if these are the collagen builders and these are the actual collagen that you're going to buy. So this is how, through images and text, that we try to explain to our users as candidly as possible that what type of collagen they are buying.
Absolutely. And I like the way that you have presented the infographic. So, guys, will put in the links in the show notes below. So, definitely go check out the website, see the kind of information which is being showcased. I think this is really important as a general buyer, as somebody who doesn't know the nitty gritties of what goes into the product. So, I think this gives you a very nice, basic, idea that everybody can understand without being too technical into the infographic. I think this is what I like. So, guys, definitely check that out. We'll put in the links below. And Rajat, while we are talking about products, guys, for 2022, as you all know, that we always bring you regular giveaways, regular contests. And Kaios has been gracious enough to sponsor this year's first giveaway. And Rajat, would you like to tell our audience what's in store for them?
Definitely, and I'm really glad that we are able to offer this to your readers. See, Kaios as a brand is like into too many categories. We are into health categories as well as the beauty categories, and we like our both types of products to reach our users, your users basically. So we are giving away one health box which contains our workout enhancer gel, our top selling marine collagen. So first we are giving away our health box that contains a workout enhancer gel, the and our top selling collagen, which is a marine collagen, and gummies for your kids, multivitamin gummies for your kids, which are very delicious, and I'm sure your kids will love it. The other one, we are giving a beauty box that contains an acne face wash with an applicator, along with our top selling body scrub, a Himalayan pink salt body scrub, and a gold mask, which is the ladies love it. I'm sure the ladies in your house will love it.
Thank you so much, Rajat. And guys, all you have to do is go on to sociallydesi.com/giveaway. You'll find all the details there. You know the drill. All you have to do is enter your email and you are in to get a chance to win any of these products. We'll put all the details in the show notes below as well as the links to the giveaway. So don't forget to go and apply in the giveaway contest and get a chance to win these two products. And of course, like you know, as earlier, there will be a lot of gamifications within the giveaway. So you get more chances to get more entries into the giveaway so that you increase your chances to win. Thank you so much, Rajat, for that giveaway. And thank you, Kaios, for sponsoring this giveaway for the Socially Desi audience. So, Rajat, before we wrap up today's episode, I would love to know some closing remarks on how health supplements can really complement a good diet and a good workout routine and give you a complete holistic health.
What happens is, like, we all take our daily diets and we think that it's enough, but many a times our daily diet is not actually fulfilling the recommended dietary allowance that has been led by scientists. So to complement that, we definitely need sources of protein and maybe supplements and multivitamins and whatnot through supplements for sure. And apart from that, like, we live in India and most of the people are ancestors, and we follow a vegetarian diet, most of us. Yep. And when we are following the vegan diet, we are automatically, unfortunately, we are deficient in various vitamins like B12 and vitamin D. Yes. So we need to supplement that as well when we are doing the vegan diet. Yep. And as we grow, and there are some people who are also special athletes that need special diet. All these kind of people, when we grow, or if we are doing a lot of exercises and we are doing running and everything else, we need supplements for that thing to boost our health in a better way. So I don't think, just think about it, your body as an engine. Your engine also, a car engine needs an oiling or a greasing done from outside chemicals and to keep it running. Same thing goes with your body as well. Like, you need certain things. I'm not talking about like you buy supplements here and there and just take it to better your health. But there are certain things that are needed, and you need to know your body to understand what you need, and then make it a right decision to buy the best supplement from any of the brands that you like.
Absolutely. I think those are some gem of words for our audience. So, guys, it's really important that you take care of your health, because it all starts with a good diet, with a good workout routine, keeping yourself healthy, both mentally and physically. And then on top of that, health supplements are there to help you complement all of the good things that you're doing and help you grow and reach those goals that you had for your physical fitness as well as mental health. So with that, Rajat, I thank you so much for being on the show today. You have been an absolute pleasure to speak with, and I hope to get you back on the show somewhere down the line.
Thank you so much for having me, Anurag. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
So that wraps it up for today, folks. If you liked the episode, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let's go viral. Remember, our weekly podcast features episodes on personal growth, mental health, relationships, business and entrepreneurship, and health and fitness. We would love to have Rajat on our show again in the future to talk more about supplements and how you can live a good, holistic life. So if you haven't yet done so, hit that subscribe button and go check out our website at sociallydesi.com. And as always, before I sign off, remember, life is black and white and everything in between.